What is up, brothers and sisters? As it appears, most of my Twitter is women. YouTube? Not thinking. Today we're going over the Bitcoin top because the market's about to crash, and I want this video on YouTube too. I've been going crazy on my Twitter. I have a ton of examples there on why the market's going to go down. Let's check out this MSTR chart because this is just the cleanest chart, and it still has the information from my post. So the McDonald's. You never want to see the McDonald's logo on a chart. It's not good. Okay, it means we're going lower, much lower. Got divergences here, same as 2021. These ones are much fatter, more liquidity, that's why. Yeah, I believe that we topped out at 125K here on October 26th. And that is going to take Bitcoin down to probably 44K. You could make an argument for 32K. I think obviously Bitcoin is still a fairly new asset. It's not even 20 years old yet. So these things are still gonna be discoverable, but I think a good rule of thumb for the 4-year cycle is a double of the previous tops and bottoms. So, or at least within that range, 10 to 15. So if we bottomed at 15, 30, 44 is not a bad bet. I don't think at all. 70 to 125 is also, I just think it's a number nobody wanted, and a lot of people are just not going to be comfortable selling here, even though they're in profit. So, but they will consider selling around 90 if we play around here. And around this, if we start playing with this 100K, people are going to start getting emotional. That's going to push us down into these 70s. That's when institutions will just sell off their backs down to 44 for a quick buy. Just like here, I'm not sure what the next FTX will be, but it'll be something, right? Because we know who runs the show, and they like to put on a show, which I admire. I'd rather have a show than no show, you know what I mean? So I'm not complaining. Yeah, this looks super topped out. 174. Most likely like 80. This region here, 80 to 120 for MSTR. In previous cycles, the average bear market pullback from the cycle top is between 78 and 83%. I think 83 or 80. It's up there, 75% plus. So actually, hold on, I'm gonna pull up the guy's Twitter account because I don't want to come off that way. I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I'm thinking of when I say that. This guy. I just found this guy today. He just goes crazy on his charts, into total arts and crafts mode, goes into extreme detail, and then he writes a 2-page report on these things. And he just started this account in 2022. He's new and he's blowing up. 31,000 followers already. I'm not saying I can't do this, but he is grinding, because to put this sort of information here and label these charts, and he's pumping these things out every couple of hours, like, his free time is near zero for sure. So good on him. We're gonna utilize this info. Oh, this let's check out the VIX. I really like the VIX. So VIX put in this bottoming formation here. This is a bull div right here on the weekly chart on the VIX, bro. That's disgusting. If you guys don't know what that is, okay. See this? Bang. Bang. Hidden bullish divergence. And you could make the argument it already played out here. You can also make the argument it played out and it's making a higher low here, which is scary. That's going to lead to some volatility like April, which what did we see then? 25% cut off, break off from the indices too. And when I calling for this crypto market crash, oh my god, we're nuking. Okay, cool. I am in a trade. I am in a short right now, so that's cool. Yeah, this is all not looking great. I was looking at the major tech stocks earlier this morning. They all have bearish divergences. The S&P has bearish divergence. It's been gapping up like a meme coin for the last... Just that's disgusting. That should not be happening. This administration is like putting our entire stock market at risk, bro. Like realistically, if you're an everyday investor after this crash, I mean, like, the crashes are so fast and then they regain. I don't know. It's sketchy, and like these should be a slower rate of growth, in my opinion. But there are no laws here. This is from an old. This is calling for this move up, actually. And so now we've swept these tops. Oh my god, these bearish divergences are so deep. Tesla might push up a little bit more. Maybe not. We might. This video might be coming out the day of the top. I'm not gonna lie. More day before FOMC. You heard it here first. So I'm kind of taking this opportunity to like really go hard on my socials, because I've been seeing over the last couple of months that like people are still very bullish on these on my Twitter feed, and it just shows a lack of experience. Like it shows that you haven't seen that many cycles if you're that bullish right now. And that's not something I want to see. Like people blindly going long up at these highs after this sort of price action. It shows that you don't have a system. It shows that you don't know how to make a system. And at the very least, you don't know how to follow it, because every system that I can think of on these larger time frames has flipped bearish. So if you're not looking at this stuff, you're looking at the wrong stuff. Like maybe if you're doing some Fibonacci things, like you can remain bullish, but that doesn't present entry stuff, and that's very multi-year, and so that's why I'm making these videos, because somebody's got to do it, right? Everybody can't be an idiot, so I'm gonna try to do my piece for the people. Let's look at these major tech stocks. Weekly time frame. Bear div, disgusting. Not what you want to see on Tesla, the most volatile stock. Nvidia. This is literally 20% of our stock market in a multi-month bull div. Disgusting. Not what you want to see. Apple. Mark Zuckerberg is going on Joe Rogan talking about how Apple hasn't invented anything recently. Like people care about that. People are going to keep buying iPhones, I think, because iPhones are cool. I like Apple's products as long as they don't go off hinge and, make this ugly and start making things weird outside of the creativity of Mr. Jobs. They should remain unless some foul play is at hand, but they're probably going to nuke into this low $200 range. You could make an argument for like these COVID lows if things actually get bearish, or like these 2023 lows, but it's Apple. I'm not going to get too bearish on Apple. Amazon is a very telling story. They're not trying to hide anything here. That's going lower. Palantir. I mean, if you're looking at this chart from $9 to 200 and not thinking it's going down, this is literally Solana. Palantir is Solana. It's going to $30. Actually, because look at the Solana chart. I'm not saying that. I'm not just pulling that out of my ass. They look the exact same. From fucking $8 to $200 in 2023. They are the same chart. I'll finish this and then I'll throw that up. But yeah, things are looking bad, so you should sell. And I'll probably post another one of these after the FOMC tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get these out more frequently. So, rock and roll. Good luck.